Dear students, see the next question from 11th standard unit and measurement chapter, example problem 2.12. See this question. The period of oscillations of a simple pendulum, that is T is equal to 2 pi root of L by G. To measure the value of L is 20 centimeter, known to 1 millimeter accuracy for the 100 oscillations of the pendulum is found to be 90 seconds using the wristwatch of that 1 second resolution. So what is the accuracy of the in this determination of G? Okay. Actually, this question is related with the simple pendulum. Okay, in this simple pendulum, generally which is used to find acceleration due to gravity. You know that acceleration due to gravity, that is a 9.8 meter per second square, that is for Earth. But actually this 9.8 meter per second square, that value is exactly we can get only that surface level of the sea. But when you move above the surface level or below the surface level, we can get that change in G value. Maybe I think this value will be reduced, gravity value will be reduced. Okay. So they give some situation. In this situation, we can take some reading. We can get, we can after calculation, we can get the gravity value. That gravity value is not accurate. It is somewhat accurate. Okay. So that theme of this question, we are going to calculate that accuracy only. Okay. See that. So here basic concept from the simple pendulum. So I think you remember that the simple pendulum you studied in 9th standard level. So that simple pendulum time period is given. Okay, so we know that simple pendulum. Okay, it is, you know that it's a point of suspension. Okay, it's a point of suspension. Then you know that here it is the bob. So it is the bob. Okay. Then the length of the pendulum, because they mentioned specifically for that L value mentioned. So see this in this solution, they mentioned first that L value, that is L is equal to 20 centimeter. That is the length of the pendulum. So it's the length of the pendulum, that is 20 centimeter. Okay. So from center of what is that? Point of suspension to the center of the bob. Point of suspension to the center of the bob, that is length of the pendulum. Okay. Right. And then they mentioned that the time period T in this question. So what is the time period? Say for example, now the bob, let's take here. Okay. Now let's imagine now the bob is here. Okay. Okay. Now I can leave this bob from here. Okay. Then what will happen? So it will reach the extreme point, opposite side. Opposite side extreme point will reach. Okay, then again it will be returned back. Okay, first will move like this, then again it will be returned back. So this is known as one time period. Okay, so one time period is nothing but the time taken by the bob to complete one oscillation. Okay, so for example, see that here. Okay, now I'm going to leave this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like that, they can take the 100 oscillations of the pendulum. 100 times it will be oscillation. Okay, for 100 oscillations taking time is 90 seconds. Okay, then how you know it is 90 seconds? By using the wristwatch. Okay, so we know that that wristwatch, that minimum reading is, you know, that is 1 second. Okay, so in this question, that is a time period is given as, that is a 90 seconds. Then the minimum reading, you know that is 1 second. Okay, so like that in the length concept, you know that the length of the pendulum is 20 with accuracy 1 millimeter. So that is known as delta L. So delta L is, you know, 1 millimeter. But L value in centimeter, so I can convert it into, this is also in centimeter. So 1 millimeter you can write as 10 power minus 3 meter, or 10 power minus 2 into 10 power minus 1 meter. So 10 power minus 2 meter I can write as centimeter. So 10 power minus 1 centimeter. Okay, so 10 power minus 1 you can write as 0.1. So 0.1 centimeter. So 1 millimeter, see that this 1 millimeter I can write as 0.1 centimeter. Okay, right. Now what is asking the question? That change in accuracy value you are asking. So that accuracy value, you know that is delta G divided by G into 100 in percentage they are asking. Okay. Okay students, so please listen. So we need that gravity alone. Okay, but they give the formula for that time period. Okay, so let's take the formula, that is a T is equal to 2 pi root of L divided by G, capital L divided by small g. Small g is represent acceleration due to gravity of the L. Capital G is, that is universal constant. Okay, so now let's see, squaring on both sides, we can get T squared is equal to then 4 pi square into L divided by G. Square and root will be cancelled. Okay, see the next step. So we need G only. Therefore G is equal to 4 pi square L divided by T square. Okay, so from the time period we got only the gravity, but we need that accuracy value we want to calculate in percentage. So let's write that is delta G divided by G into 100. Okay, or otherwise you can write delta G divided by G alone. Okay, after calculating that is a relative error, finally you can get converted into percentage. Okay, so according to your convenience, so I can calculate first, directly I can calculate with the percentage error. Okay, so delta G divided by G into 100. So like that, the next one, if you observe, this is a number and then pi value also, it is a constant, so it will not come. Okay, so only the changeable value only will come. So that is delta L I can write as delta L I can write as delta L divided by L into 100. Okay, then plus then T square. Okay, so T square I can write as 2 into delta T divided by T into 100. Okay, right. So now I can substitute this value. First delta L. Delta L, you know, that is a 0.1 centimeter. So 0.1 divided by, next L value. L value, you know, 20 centimeter. 20 into, then here 100. Okay, then plus 2 into delta T. Delta T, you know, 1 second. Divided by time period, you know, it's a 90 seconds. So 90 into 100. Okay, so please listen students, here 0 will be cancelled. So 0.1 into 10. So I can write here. Okay, so I can write here remaining steps. So 0.1 into 10 we can write, that is 1. So 1 by 2 is there. Then plus this 2 into, see that 0 will be cancelled. So 10 divided by 9. So 10 divided by 9. Therefore 1 by 2 is nothing but that is 0.5 plus 2 into 10 divided by 9, that is equal to 1.111 like this going. So you can write 1.112 digit here. Therefore 0.5 plus 2.22. Okay, so we can add these two, that is 2.57. So you know delta G divided by G into 100, actually this what? This in percentage. Okay, so finally I can write as, therefore delta G divided by G into 100 is equal to, this is approximately is equal to 2.57, 2.72, okay, 2.72. So 2.72 approximately we can write as, that is a 3%. Okay, so we can get the answer, the 3%. Okay, so here in this question they are asking what is that accuracy in the determination of G. Okay, so this much level this accuracy. Okay.